They thought he was a man of God, a quiet, humble church volunteer who swept the floors, stacked the hymn books, and never missed a Sunday. But one locked storage room would expose a secret so disturbing, it would shatter a community's faith forever. It began with whispers, odd deliveries late at night, keys jingling in the volunteer's pocket even when no one had given him access. Still, no one questioned him because in small towns, trust runs deep. Too deep. Until one day, a church member went looking for extra folding chairs and found the storage room locked. What she saw when it was finally forced open would make even the detectives step back in horror. The man's name was Samuel Price. For nearly a decade, he was the model volunteer, always first to arrive, last to leave. He kept the church spotless, the candles lit, the choir books in order. He blended into the background so seamlessly that few ever asked about his personal life. But his past wasn't spotless. In fact, it was littered with red flags, jobs abandoned, unexplained disappearances, and a string of small towns where he'd always seemed to arrive right after something strange happened. No one noticed the pattern, not until it was too late. Inside the storage room, officers found more than just chairs. There were locked boxes, stacks of videotapes, folders with names, and photographs of people from the very congregation, taken without their knowledge. The most chilling detail? Every folder was labeled with dates. Some were from years ago, others from just last week. Contradictions filled the air. Church leaders swore Samuel was harmless. Neighbors claimed he was polite. But the evidence suggested he had been documenting, and maybe stalking, people in plain sight. Detectives dug deeper. Why would a man like this need such records? And why were some of the folders missing? An officer quietly admitted that among the boxes was something even darker. Objects that didn't belong in a church. Objects that hinted at a double life no one had ever suspected. Suddenly, Samuel's endless volunteering no longer looked like dedication. It looked like cover. But here's the twist. When police went to arrest him, Samuel Price was gone. The storage room key was left behind, but he had vanished into thin air. And then, 2 weeks later, another church in another town reported a mysterious new volunteer. The question still lingers. How many congregations did he hide among before someone finally caught him?